So following on from the previous video, we got to property 3. So we got to property 3. So we got to property 3. So now let's look at this. So looking at this, we are saying that this is the same as this. So so here you're saying get two vectors and then add them together first, and then dot it with the other vector. So this is your vector v, and then this is your vector w, and then add the two together first. So add the two together first. Well, adding the two together will then give us this, and then so this thing here will then be this, and then we've got to dot it. We've got to dot it with this one here, with this one here. So this whole thing here, this whole thing here will then become this. It will be this times whatever this thing is. So it will be this times whatever this thing is, and then this times whatever this thing is, this times whatever this thing is, this times whatever this times whatever this. So this whole thing here will then become this. Okay. So looking at this whole thing here will become this. So now let's look at this. It's saying dot the two together, and then add the two. So looking at this, u dot v, and then later we're going to do u dot w. So u dot v will be this. So u dot v will be this, and then add it with u dot w. So now looking at this, it would be this times this, that will then give you this. This times this, that will then give you this. This times this, that will then give you this. And then now looking at this times this, that will give you this. Now don't forget, this whole thing here will become this whole thing here. Well, this whole thing here is just a number, and then we've got to add it with this times this, and then this times this. So u dot a number, it will be this number here, and then u dot w will be a number, it will be this number here, and then add the two numbers together, because it's saying add the two numbers together. So this thing here will be this. Going back a step. Hang on. Going back a step. This whole thing here becomes this. Okay. Now this whole thing here will then become this. So you can see that these are the same, because if you get this times this, don't forget u is a number, v is a number, w here is a number. These are all numbers. So it will be this times this, that will be the same as this. This times this, that will be the same as this. And then this times this, that will be the same as this. This times this, that will be the same as this. And then this times this, that will be the same as this. This times this. So you can see that this is exactly the same as this. So going back to here, you can see that doing it this way will lead you to the same answer as this. So these are the same. So now let's look at property 4. So now let's look at property 4. So looking at property 4, it's saying get one vector and then dot it with its exact same self. So getting a vector and its exact same self. So that would be this. So dotting this would be this times this, and then this times this, and then this times this. That will then give you this. So then become this. So now let's look at this. Look at this is saying work out the magnitude first, and then whatever the magnitude is, so let's work out the magnitude of u. So looking at the magnitude of u, so this is the magnitude of u. So you should know how to work out the magnitude first, and then square it. So now if you square it, then you're going to square this. These two will cancel each other out, leaving you with this, and then you can see that, hang on, is this thing, and then whatever the magnitude squared, this whole thing here will then become this, and you can see that these two are exactly the same because u1 is just a number. So this is a number times by itself. That's the same as that same number squared. I hope you can see that when you dot it with its exact same self, that's the same as you finding the magnitude. We've done this. This is straightforward. If you have 0 times a vector, if you have a number 0 and then you times it with a vector, 0 times u, 0 times this, 0 times this. I hope you can see this.